Meanwhile, at the Leaving Book Cafe, Madison came in and head to the office. And as she went in and put her stuff down, and as she has the flashback of her and Paul making love, to it ended with someone slamming the door, and Madison turned and saw Billy there. Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner, Bobby came in and saw Carly look at the menus at the bar stool and head to where she is, and soon arrived behind her and covered her eyes with his hands. Guess who? I know those hands quite well. And as Bobby took them off, just as Carly turned and as they began kissing each other and pull away. I'm so glad you're here. I wanted to surprise you, and you did. Anyways, I got some news to share, so why don't we sit over there? Good call. And as Carly got up and got her stuff, and as her and Bobby head to a booth, and as they sat at the booth and faced each other. Meanwhile, at the Seabrook Motel in Sean's room, Sean's on his laptop, till someone knocked on the door. And as he put his laptop down and got up and head to the door, soon he arrived and got it, and it's Angela. Angela, I need your help. And as Angela came in, and as Sean closed the door and turned and faced Angela, who turned and faced him. What can I do for you? It's not what you can do. It's like how soon this task can be done. I'm afraid don't follow. Well, this might help. And as she came and began kissing Sean. Meanwhile, at the Graham High School, Patrick closed his locker door and went down the hall. Till Justin came out of the room and went and tapped him. And as he turned and faced his dad. Hey, I'm glad. Look, Dad, I don't want to see you. And why is that? Because all you do is cause trouble. Meanwhile, in the dining area, Paul and Chad are eating lunch. And as Paul sits some going on, Chad. What's going on? Oh wait, I think I know. Raphael, right? I still don't get to this day of who set me up, dude. Of course it was them trying to cover their asses at everything they can do. All I know is, when I do find out the person who sent me to jail, let's just say what happened to Raphael is nothing compared to what I'm gonna do to them. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the waiting room near Dusty's room, Kristen's asleep on the couch, till Jennifer came and sat by her, just as Kristen woke up and saw her sister there. Sounds like you've been here for a while. When did you get back? This morning. Anyways, how's it going with Dusty? Michael's in there right now, but so far, no improvement. How you dealing with all of this? Best way I can, because I don't know what I'd do should my husband lose his son. Meanwhile, in Mildred's room, Mildred's in bed thinking, till Emily came in, and Mildred saw her sister. I got here as soon as I can. How's everything? Fine. It was time for my daily checkup. Anyways, my husband will be here soon, but he got work at the moment, and as Emily came to where Mildred is. You know what? Speaking of husband, it seems I barely seen mine. I know the feeling. In fact, I need to tell you something. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles courthouse in the conference room, Amanda and Daniel are talking. Wow, I cannot believe I'm here. You better start believing. So my boyfriend rather help a cohort. Don't you ever call her that. Look, I don't give a damn how you feel towards my mom, but you're not gonna talk trash about her when I'm around. In fact, I'm not letting nobody for the matter talk trash about her. Why? When it's the truth. All this time, you told me how much hell she put you through, and now you're helping her? Really? Seems to me you never stop blaming my mom, and honestly, I don't know if I can be a person who has a personal vendetta against my mom. That makes the two of us, because I don't know if I can be a person who continuously helped their mom jump bail to another country. So the question of the matter is, where do we stand from this point? Honestly, Amanda, I really don't think there's an us anymore. Meanwhile, at the Leaving Book Cafe in the office, Madison and Billy are talking. What's with the dramatic door slam? Where were you last night? Seriously? You may be my husband and all, but you sure as hell don't control where I go. I was just worried when I got home and you weren't there. Look, nobody touched me if that's what you prefer, only I'm not. But you already knew that, right? Tell me something, really. Did you just come to pick a fight with me? And as Maria came in, I certainly hope not, because if so, please take it elsewhere. And as Madison and Billy saw Maria's arrival. Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner, Carly and Bobby are talking. So tell me, what exactly is it? Is it good news?
Yeah, it is. Look, I know you told me that you were gonna give me the space I need to make my final decision regarding who I want to be with.
Yeah. So are you saying you decided?
Yeah, I have. Given to what's been going on lately, the fact is, you swept me off my feet and I kinda liked that a lot.
I meant what I said when I first met you. You took my breath away, and you still do to this day.
I want to continue my marriage with you.
Look, I understand how you feel. Perhaps wait. Did you say
Yeah, I did. You and I are staying married, and let me explain the reason.
Meanwhile, at the secret motel in Sean's room, Angela and Sean are in a kiss. And as they pull away and face each other, what the hell was that for?
Even I do believe after more than 10 years, we still have it still here.
That is true, but clearly there's a reason why.
There is. I will need your help more than ever.
Does Vince know?
That's just it. I need you to convince my husband that we're getting back together.
You sure you...
Look, there's not much time. If we don't act fast, I might lose my daughter in the process.
Meanwhile, at the Graham High School in the empty classroom, Patrick and Justin came in. And as Justin closed the door, and as he turned and faced his son, just as his son turned and faced his father. Look, I'm really trying hard to be a father. Every time I believe that, you turn around and walk away like you've been my entire life. The fact of the matter is, you never give a damn about me at all. I got a lot to deal with, especially with your grandparents. I'm fully aware to who they are, and you're no different, alright? What can I do to make you trust me again? That's easy. By leaving me and my family the hell alone. Excuse me. And as Patrick headed to the door and opened it, just as Grace came in and saw what's going on. You better have a good reason to why you're here. Meanwhile, in the dining area, Paul and Chad are having lunch while talking. You're still thinking about Lauren. I still do. I'd never understand to this day to why she suddenly married Jesse after breaking up with me. That is a mystery in itself. Unless, yeah, I was thinking about that same thing, but Lauren wouldn't hide that I don't know, man. It just seems when you think you know somebody, you really don't. And as Joseph came to where they are and sat down, and Chad and Paul saw him. How'd it go? Are you kidding me, dude? They'll look at me as if I'm insane. Not to mention being accused of work of, let me guess, the Collins, right? Yeah. Anyways, I had Rachel do DNA tests. Okay, the test should confirm your theory, but you gotta remember when it comes to this new family you discovered. Yeah, and what's that? They have eyes and ears all over town, and being seen of us would exactly help your chances and all. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the waiting room near Dusty's room, Kristen and Jennifer are talking.
Hang in there. I know the two of you will get through this. Yeah, as long as one will steer clear of my husband. I almost forgot. She is the mother of this child. That doesn't mean she gets to use Michael whenever she feels like it. Actually, there's something you should know. What is it? It's about Tina. Seems our sister Casey managed to cover another secret. I am so glad our dad came to a senses and dumped that bitch, cause clearly all she wants, I agree. Seems Tina Hartley was a call girl all them years ago, walking them streets and all.
Meanwhile, in Mildred's room, Mildred and Emily are talking.
What is it?
Early at the trial, there was a guy named Joseph who told my husband and I that we're his parents.
You didn't exactly buy his claim. No, in fact, we told him if he was sent by Frankie and Mimi, never to come near our families. But lately, it seems after what he said to us, I've been kind of having flashbacks. About what?
Giving birth, bits and pieces, and of course, since I miscarried 10 years ago, a portion of my memory was wiped out and all.
So what does that mean?
If what Joseph is saying is true, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles courthouse in the conference room, Amanda and Daniel are talking.
Wow. By the sound of what you just said, you're making it seem quite clear that we're finished.
That's because I am. I think it's best we quit while we're ahead.
Is that what you really want? So you can continue to help your mom cause more trouble or be the right shit?
What do you want from me?
I want you to start defending me for once instead of your mom, who's become a major thorn in our relationship as we know it. Hell, I had plans for our future.
I really don't know, Sean. Fear from that.
Look, overall, I can't keep competing against your mom, who she thinks she's some damn saint.
I guess you never seem to make any mistakes.
It's not like your mother, who's done so much damage to hundreds amongst thousands of people.
I am not gonna continue standing here defending much. You don't have to.
But I am giving you a choice of the matter. Who do you value more, your girlfriend or your mother? So tell me, Daniel, who's it gonna be?
You really don't want me to answer that question because you're not gonna like the outcome of it.
You can't even answer a simple question. That was more of an ultimatum, and you know that. Yeah, you know what? Who am I kidding? Of course your side can matter no matter what. Maybe you're right about there being no us, because I think we should end things, and this time for good.
Meanwhile, at the Leaving Book Cafe in the office, Madison and Billy are surprised by Maria's arrival.
Come now, Madison, really? You know fully well,
look, my wife and I had disagreement.
Whatever the matter is, you cannot have it in this office. Oh, so it's okay that you and your friend can bring anyone here when it's Madison?
Not
yes, now. And as Madison came to Maria is, who do you get out telling us low employees what we can and not do around here? The very same person who could fire your ass in a heartbeat if you don't step off right now.
Madison, and as Billy came to where they are, you need to stop. She's done nothing, and also she's a bitch.
Really? You're defending her to me? What's really going on? Cause you know nothing but wrong. I may know more than you clearly think.
Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner, Carly and Bobby are talking. You really don't have to if you don't want to.
I must. The thing is, I have never felt so lucky to have someone to come into my life like you do.
I feel the same way. And to tell you the truth, before meeting you, I've been residing in Manhattan Beach. Overall, I have never been so complete by being married to you.
Why don't we go home and have ourselves another honeymoon? I have a big house, well, I live with family. I just help wrong.
In case you've forgotten, Carly, you're my family. You're my wife.
You know what? Why don't you rent a hotel room, and while you do that, I'm gonna go see how my mom's doing at the hospital, but I'll let you know when I'm done.
Sounds like a plan to me. In fact, why don't I give you a ride to the hospital?
Amazing.
Meanwhile, at the Seabrook Motel in Sean's room, Angela and Sean are talking. What do you mean you might lose your daughter? And as Angela has a flashback of her and Linda talking.
You see, I'm the one in control of this game. Yeah, like that happened. If you don't jump Vince, then say goodbye to Adriana. And it's a flashback in
where Sean said something wrong, Angela. You okay?
If I fill you in the entire reason, will you help me keep my daughter safe?
I'll do whatever it takes.
Linda stopped by my house, and she also kidnapped my daughter. So if I don't leave my husband, she's gonna kill her.
Meanwhile, at the Graham High School in the empty classroom, Patrick's facing Grace at the door with Justin in the background.
I asked again, sir, is there any reason to why you on this house?
I was just visiting my son, and as Justin came to where Grace and Patrick is, and I was just leaving, and as Patrick went, I left the classroom. And as Grace turned and faced Justin. Come on, Grace. You know our family's quite some time.
Be it as it may, I know you're trying to bond with Patrick, but you need to do that all the time you want off school grounds. But between the hours of 7 and 5, this place is out of bounds to you. So unless you have a visitor pass, which clearly you don't have, Grace, I don't know what gives you a right, says the person I'm in charge. And by the way, I'm a deputy head who's about to call my dad to have you removed should you not leave right now.
Meanwhile, in the dining area, Paul, Chad, and Joseph are talking. You don't have to worry about that. I really don't have to. You have to be the one to show your family that you're a good person in the end. First impression's always the best way. That way, you have a chance. By the way, thank you for helping me. Yeah, don't let too many people know that. Noted. Okay, I gotta go and see those results. You do know from this point on forward, you can't be seen with us. Yeah, sons of the people destroyed millions of lives, I get it. Anyways, I see you both later. And as Joseph got up and walk away. And as Chad turned to Paul. That was a good deed you done, trust me. I was just feeling generous. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the waiting room near Dusty's room, Kristen and Jennifer are talking.
Well, it seems Tina's been selling herself a lot back in the day, because apparently she has a daughter. No way. That can't be possible. See for yourself.
And as Jennifer gave Kristen her iPhone, and she saw the picture from it.
The only reason she slept with our father is so she can inherit the grand fortune, thus having Daniel as our half-brother. True, but things didn't exactly work out in her favor. In fact, she had a son of him. Wait, there's more. Actually, there is, and you won't believe it.
Meanwhile, in Mildred's room, Mildred and Emily are talking.
Come on, Mildred. For all we know, this could be some sort of setup. Only one way to find out.
And as the nurse came in, and Mildred and Emily saw.
Just the person I'm looking for. What can I do for you, Miss Goodcharm? How soon can I get a DNA test done? What do you mean? I want some answers to what I learned about a person who claims to be my son.
Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles courthouse in the conference room, Amanda and Daniel are talking. Well, seems we both agree on some.
I guess. So, it really didn't have to end like this. Come now.
You knew this was coming sooner or later. I'm sorry. Making me choose isn't wise. You're right, and I get it. You and I were set to get married. I mean, Amanda, I've already told you about my family and me being sidelined from my father and stepmom, which will never change the matter.
I'm sorry for that. I know she's all what you got, but you have me for the matter.
Well, hey, don't put this on me. I love you with everything I had, but I guess it was enough. We're done. I'll move all my stuff by tomorrow. Excuse me. And as Daniel heads to the door,
Daniel, wait.
And as Daniel stopped and turned and faced Amanda, who came to where he is. And as she took off her engagement ring off and handed it to Daniel, which she got.
We had a good run.
Yeah, we did. But good things must come to an end. And honestly, I don't think we would work out in the end. And as Daniel turned and left the room, and as Amanda thinking,
yeah, you may be right for the matter, but overall, I'm not letting Tina get away for all that she's done.